1. Hello, my name is Helen Astin and I worship at St Peter's Thorner. The reflection for the 22nd of April comes from John chapter 6, verses 44 to 51. No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws them, and I will raise them up at the last day. It is written in the prophets, they will all be taught by God. Everyone who has heard the Father and learned from him comes to me. No one has seen the Father except the one who comes from God. Only he has seen the Father. Very truly, I tell you, the one who believes has eternal life. I am the bread of life. Your ancestors ate manna in the wilderness, yet they died. But here is the bread that comes down from heaven, which anyone may eat and not die. I am the living bread that came down from heaven. Whoever eats this bread will live forever. This bread is my flesh, which I give for the life of the world. What great news! In verses 47 and 51, Jesus promises eternal life. What a great gift! He lays down his life for us, as told in the Easter story we celebrated only 3 weeks ago. We have done nothing to deserve this. We can't earn this, nor can we walk away from this fabulous gift. God and his son Jesus have given us all this wonderful gift, whether we deserve it or not. How fantastic. So how do we respond to such overwhelming generosity? Nothing we can do can ever repay this. A good place to start seems to be to listen to what Jesus had to say that we should do. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbour as yourself. Matthew. Love one another as I have loved you. John. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind and all your strength. The second is this. Love your neighbour as yourself. There is no greater commandment than these. Mark. In his letter to the Ephesians, Paul also reminds us that we cannot earn God's grace. It is freely given. Becky Briggs put this perfectly in a reflection of the 12th of March when she challenged us to say out loud, I love you, God. So how can we put Jesus' commandments into practice? One way is to work towards building a closer personal relationship with God, committing ourselves fully to spending time with him, listening, reading, reflecting and worshipping. Another way could be to spread this message, this great message to others. Some may preach and lead services. Some provide these reflections. Maybe we can all get involved by sharing this great news in conversations with friends, family or colleagues, or speaking out against hatred and injustice, not letting racist, homophobic or misogynistic comments go unchallenged. As Andy reminded us in his reflection on St. Joseph on the 19th of March, maybe we don't need to speak. Our actions as individuals and as a church can be equally, if not more effective than speaking in demonstrating God's love for us. Perhaps avoiding buying products in plastic packaging, dropping something into the food bank collection baskets when we shop, buying fair trade products, or consider increasing our giving to the church where we can afford to. How about as churches and as benefice, opening our church doors to everyone in the 3 villages? I look forward to the joint benefice service, the return of the cafe and Dad's Club in St Philip's, the Messy Church in All Saints, and the Patronal Festival in St Peter's. Can we look at widening our non-service activities to welcome more people? In her reflection on the 23rd of March, Deborah Murdoch-Eaton talked about caring for our planet and taking footsteps to reduce our personal and church carbon footprint. And the York Course Link Group have been looking at this. As individual churches and the benefits, we are starting to work together on this as part of the Diocesan Green Journey and Faith for the Climate campaign alongside Christian Aid. Here, we are joining together with people from all faiths and none. A great opportunity to demonstrate our faith and God's love for everyone we share this planet, our home, with. We would welcome involvement from across the three villages. I would like to end by thanking God for his amazing gifts to us. Jesus has promised to us of eternal life. Psalm 100. Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations.